asked about Toppin, like y'all said, because I was because kind of like on one hand it's a good pick because like he's a good player. In fairness, the only game I really caught of his was against Kansas, and like he was a problem. Like Kansas won because their two best players just like took over the game in overtime, but like it was a, but it's just kind of like y'all said, they have a crap ton of forwards already. It's just like they gotta have something else in mind, or like they should if they have any sense. I'm not sure about the city necessarily being good to him though, for no other reason than like a little while ago I watched a documentary about Marbury, and like going to the city didn't like going to his hometown ain't work out so great for him. Um,
Yeah.
but hopefully, it turns out better for Toppin.
Yeah, Marbury also was like notoriously didn't have discipline. So like he like notoriously. So this guy seems to have discipline. Listen, you gonna be in the draft crying that your home team got you kind of stuff and go in there and play games, then like come on now. Like you're gonna be crying like that, you better go in there work hard. And he's like known to be a hard worker because to get to the point to where he is, he had to work extremely hard. So I have decently high expectations for him, but like I had higher expectations for Kevin Knox, and look where he's at. So
He's still on the Knicks, isn't he?
yeah, he's still on the Knicks, and but the fact you have to say he's still on the Knicks, isn't he? Is not good.
I
I
I
can't
really,
argue with that.
I'm not sure what's up with the Knicks. I think it's the fact that their fan base boos almost every decision that they make, that they internally just self hate and destroy themselves every year.
So
I mean,
I think this is the thing with the Knicks, right? One, like at this point, no one wants to play for the Knicks because the Knicks are trash. They've been trash for functionally as long as I can remember at this point, except for like 2 years when they had Carmelo and Lamar Stoudemire. They've been trash otherwise. All right, so it's like, yeah, it's a big market, and like people like to live like the idea of living in New York, but like nobody wants to play for the Knicks. Dolan is still the owner. All right, and he's been the owner the entire time, and they've been hot garbage the entire time. Um, Besides that, also like their fan base, my understanding is kind of very. I think
ignorant.
ignorant is not the word I'm looking for here. I'm gonna
Oh,
say,
okay.
I mean, like you might not be wrong, but that's not really. I mean, you could probably use the word delusional in terms of like, but like they're not unique in that. But like, I guess kind of hot and cold. Like, I guess if like the team is good, they absolutely love the team. But otherwise, like, they're just like you suck. Nothing you do is right. You all are terrible players. It doesn't matter the fact that you made an all star. You're hot garbage because the team is trash. And like, doesn't like you don't want to deal like players aren't going to want to deal with that. In addition to like playing in a trash organization, like the fan base is trash, the organization is trash. Why would I want to play for them?
I like this passion from you, Calvin. Um, but also in currently, if you want to just play basketball in New York, you can just go to Brooklyn. You know what I mean? Like you like New York, the Knicks aren't the only option. You could literally just go to Brooklyn and play and be like, "Oh, I'm still in New York though," and like they have a better, more recent documented history of winning. They have owners who are willing to spend money, owners who seem to care more about that kind of stuff. And in terms of just like the ownership and the willingness to win, they have like more going for them than the Knicks do, and that's gonna be a hindrance on the Knicks getting anybody for years to come. Like it just started, but for years to come, that's gonna be the thing.
And
Yeah.
Brooklyn knows Jay Z, so
Yeah, and I'm just like, I don't know. The Knicks just suck. What's a Knickerbocker? You know what I mean? Like, what is that?
look,
Like, they're just garbage to me. Like, as an organization, I just think they were just whack. But